From the vendor. So let me read this first. The customer risks a patent, copyright, trade secret claim, or lawsuit by using the vendor's technology. And the vendor indemnitor promises to protect the customer against such a claim. Some indemnity clauses address claims about personal injury or property damage. It can be a part of indemnity, okay? Now we're plugging some loopholes. Vendors should try to exclude certain IPR claims from their indemnity obligations. The vendor should try to avoid indemnities for IP suits triggered by the customer's breach of contract or by using unauthorized software modification. Yeah. So do you see? Say let me give you a very good example here. You use this Office, Microsoft Office, yeah, and then after some time the subscription gets over. Now people tend to just use a copy of it. Sometimes have you seen your system doesn't fix it? Yeah, the system is not able to run it. Yeah, because sometimes it runs because there are smart minds behind it who can crack the code and get it going for you. Sometimes it doesn't. Why? Because you are using a modified version or an upgraded version which is not authorized by that company. Here it is also about the protecting and not granting an indemnity from the vendor to the customer. Yeah, that's an example, just a very, very simple example. And here it is trying to say that if you have some IP rights, that is intellectual property rights, which is copyright, trademark, patent, design, if you have that on your product, sometimes it's good to not give an indemnity to your customer on that side. Why? Because your asset, if you are allowing your customer that, okay, if you are using a product which the IP is also getting used, right? So if the customer is using it and the customer does a breach and you as the vendor promise that, okay, here I'm also going to indemnify, it may be a loss to you. That is what this clause is all about. Nothing less, nothing more. So read it to make it more clear how this clause looks like. See, it says vendor shall defend and indemnify the customer and the customer associate against any indemnified claim, meaning any third-party claim suit proceeding arising out of, related to, or alleging what? 1. Infringement of any patent, copyright, trade secret, or other IPR by the system. 2. Injury to or death of any individual or any loss of. You should not include death of any individuals. That's a very heavy claim. Or any loss of or damage to real or tangible personal property caused by the act or omission of the agent or of any of its agents, subcontractors, or employee. 3. Disclosure or exposure of personally identifiable information or other private information caused by the act or omission of the vendor or any of its agents, subcontractors, or employees. So this clause is generally there in all the agreements. Yeah, but you have to choose your words of what you want to put. Like I said, death of individual. Why take such a big claim on your hand? Don't. Where you think it is not needed in that particular business. Now, if you're dealing with heavy mechanism contracts, like that you are dealing with such machines that if it falls in an employee will lead to the death of the employee, and this has to be a part of the indemnity, then it can be. But if it is something where you're dealing with digital marketing, you don't need to deal with the death of an individual, right? So here again, your skills, your understanding of the business as a lawyer will work. And when you're dealing with technology contracts, I'm certainly sure that death of an individual will not be protected under indemnity. Yeah, let's move ahead.